Howdy.
Hi, Zach.
Hello,
Hi.
Josh.
Yes.
Joshua.
No, another episode. Yeah, I could do like 3 seconds straight face. I don't know how people do it. I need to go like a straight face camp.
You could maybe see how far we could keep it up next time.
Yeah,
We
okay.
have a plan ahead, though.
See already.
Yeah.
Oh man. Yes.
How's it going?
Oh yeah, really good. Yep.
Mhm.
I just told you what I was been up to, so now it feels like
Yeah, I
I'm
know.
just
We've already been talking before we started.
Yeah. No, it's
But
going really good.
one thing I wanted to ask you about that we haven't got to yet is when are you going to start playing Genshin Impact? I'm going to keep reminding you about that.
Oh man,
I talked about it a lot. I was streaming this morning building the Jin. And I was on like a long rant about it because someone asked me something about it and just got me going, and I was talking about it for like 20 minutes.
Well, to be truthful, I'm like, I don't think it's going to be my kind of game. So I'm like polite. I'm like, oh, I'm glad you're enjoying it. But I'm like, no, I'm not going to try it. But I mean, I can't knock crap. Like there's games that I've played now that I knocked first off. And so I'm going away this weekend. As I told you, maybe I should pre-download it on my PS4. It's free, right?
Yeah, totally free.
It's free, man. Will they let me pay money to buy things?
You don't need. I haven't spent any money in it at all, and I have a bunch of stuff. I have a bunch of the characters and stuff. And there's a big update coming out next week, so there'll be a bunch of new exciting stuff to do. But actually, you won't be able to do it straight away. I think some of the stuff.
Okay.
But anyway.
Man.
Yes.
Dude, I'm so glad you love it. It's fantastic. Yeah.
I was totally with you. That like seeing it, I kept seeing it and thinking that it's just not really something that I would be that much into, but it looks really pretty, so I wanted to try it. And then at first, like the first hour or so, I was still thinking like, I don't know if I'm really that into it because it's kind of complex, a lot of stuff that like I didn't really know what the heck's going on, but I stuck with it a little bit, and now I love it. So yeah,
that's great. Do you reckon? Yeah. Do you reckon if I played 2 hours, I'd be able to work out if I like it or not?
Yeah.
Okay,
surely.
I reckon I can do 2 hours. Okay.
Especially anyway. Let's talk about it later. Let's get into the topic at hand. But
that's why people are here. Yeah.
Yes. We're gonna look at some frame arm stuff today. The hashtag is what? FABC entry. So as far as I can tell, it's for like some online competition. I think it's like online entries sort of thing. Just by the fact that it says entry, and I'm guessing that FABC stands for Frame Arms Build Competition, I think, but I'm not sure, actually.
Or Frame Arms Build Custom?
Possibly, yes. Yeah, I don't know, because it's Japanese too, so it's probably some other different like random word that like we wouldn't think of naturally, but like how we say kit bash and they say mixing, that sort of thing, you know?
Yeah, Frame Arms. Bash create. There you go. Something like that. Yeah.
Something. Yeah. I don't know. Anyway, frame arm stuff. Cool frame arm stuff. And Josh was a little bit. You're not that into frame arms.
No, I'm not. I never really got into it too much. Yeah. Even though there's some like Gundam kits that come out, and I'm like, oh, I like that, and it's very frame armsy. So so I might be a little bit contradictory there.
There is quite a range of frame arms designs. And like Gundams, I guess they're all like pretty easily recognizable. Frame arms are kind of like a little bit all over the place in some of the designs.
Like a bit less humanoidy in kind of the details and forms.
Certainly some of them. Right. So we're gonna take a look at some cool ones here today, guys. Let me see. Let me put this up on the screen.
So if anybody doesn't know, each week or fortnight or monthly, Zach and I go through Twitter builders on a hashtag. If you don't know these Twitter builders, follow them. Great stuff in Japan on Twitter. And we're going to judge them really harshly. Yeah.
Yes, considering it's for a competition, we have to.
I mean, that's it. We're judges. Yeah.
Yes, we're the unofficial judges of the FABC.
Our motto is "Thou shalt judge." Yes.
Yes.
Yeah.
And if we see anything, that we don't like, we'll just inform the builders to just remove it. Just go ahead and just remove it off Twitter.
Yep, completely.
We'll let them know. So let's get into it, guys. Here's just my post there right off the bat. But I took a peek at some of these. I scrolled a little bit before we got started, Josh, and I think you're going to be pleasantly surprised. There's a lot of cool stuff in here.
Cool.
So some people get crazy. You may not follow. I know both of us follow a lot of people on Twitter, but I follow a lot of like frame arms builders as well too, and there's some pretty crazy. They get pretty wild with that. Maybe you might not see a lot of that stuff if you're not.
No, I can imagine that.
All right, let's check it out here from Ebisua. Not really sure.
I know katakana, so I can tell you. You just gotta let me know. Yeah,
that's hiragana, by the way.
Ah, damn it! Damn it!
All right,
so frame arms. Is there an animated series or a manga, or is it just the kits?
No, a lot of them do have backstories. I think like in the manual there'll be some like backstory. It's kind of like 30-minute missions in that sense.
Yeah, okay.
There's no like source media. And I don't know if we can really get into some of these. Like we can talk a little bit. You're not really familiar with a lot of them, so you probably won't know what they are. But a lot of them, I'm just going to assume there's a lot of mixing going on of parts. That's kind of like the whole idea with them. So it's not going to be so much talking about like, oh, this is a custom stylet, for example, which this one is, I can tell. But
you could have been making up that name. I have no idea.
The torso is from the base lard. The head and shoulders are from the stylet. The legs are also base lard. So they're all going to be probably mixed of a lot of different stuff. Anyway, so we'll just kind of ignore that for the most part. I think based on what I looked at through some of these, they do seem mostly all frame arms. So it's not like they're using parts from like Gundams or things like that. We may see some of that, but I think it's mostly going to be Kodo frame arm stuff and MSG option parts, things like that. What do you think of this one?
Yeah, it's cool. The missile pods don't seem kind of balanced. They seem like they're stuck on with skewers, sort of like a little bit too. I don't know. It's not as sturdy, the supports or something. On the back shot, it just looks like they're put on. I like that backpack tail thing, and of course, boosters just always look sweet.
Yeah.
The color placement is nice.
I would normally agree with you when missile pods are stuck on there like that, but in this case, it's kind of working for me just because, just kind of get the sense that it's that kind of like not really part of the suit, but just kind of there to be used and then ejected kind of thing. You know?
Okay, sure. Mm-hmm.
In that sense, you know, it wouldn't be as weird for the connection to be like as weak as it looks like you're talking about.
Yeah. Because are we talking? Is this space flight? Frame arm space, or a bit of gravity down there? It doesn't matter.
Sure.
Okay,
yes. Whatever you please. It's got a black background, so yeah, why not?
There we go.
Yeah. It does look like, let me see, like I can see some rough bits, like you see like the panel line or something going on there on the shoulder.
Oh, and that's a silver on the shoulder thrusters on the outside. Interesting.
Oh yeah. It does look like that. I think I just assumed it was gray at first, but I think you're right. I mean, like on the blue, you can see like the panel line wash or something like that's kind of messy there. And also on the other one, this one looks like there's some seam line there, but the colors are cool. I like colors on it.
Yeah, colors are nice. Yeah.
That's the other thing. Go ahead.
Yeah, I was gonna say it's like a blue violet. You don't know which one it is. It's good.
With some of these designs, like they can get kind of a little bit scattered with the color schemes.
Yeah.
But this one I think is pretty good balance of colors there. You just got a couple little red accents, and
the red accents are nice, like on the knee. Yeah.
That said, though, now looking at the knee, it reminds me of the mass production Ava head. You know what I'm talking about?
It does too. Yes. It does. Like a lot.
So if anyone know what we're talking about.
Yeah.
Like that head, like the same shape and like the red accent.
It's like it's almost got the eye thing as well.
Yeah. Right, exactly.
Oh man,
that's funny. But yeah, really nice use of the fuel tanks on the back too as well. Those are just different option parts on there. Missiles look cool, and then he's got like this kind of plate like on top of the missiles as sort of just like an armor piece to protect.
Not
from
like the
weapons.
A little wipe it under the rifles and the cartridge being a different color. Ooh, I don't know if it's too much or not.
Yeah, actually, looking at those weapons, that's an odd like kit bash of weapons. The front half is from a different set from the back half. The back half, I'm not sure I recognize what particular gun that is. But the front half is a totally different gun. That's from a different option set.
Now that you say it, I can tell that the angle isn't exactly right.
Yeah. You see where it's cut in half there? Yeah.
Oh man, it's so hard cutting straight lines like that and having things sit right next to each other.
Yeah. I mean, when you look at it, it doesn't like match up entirely, but it took us a while to even notice that. Right?
So it doesn't matter. This is our job.
Yeah. And they're asymmetrical. This one's different. This is a different set of. This one is a full rifle. This one I actually recently reviewed. This particular weapon. He added a couple pieces onto it, but it's not two different ones stuck together. I like that. I like the kind of cool white on there too as well. It's kind of off-white, gray color.
Yeah, it is.
It's nice. Yeah, you said that you like the shield part, but it's kind of odd for me because it's all one color and it's a different color from everything else on the kit.
Yeah, I like the form of it, but the color, no.
Yeah, it needs some color separation or something. It looks a bit odd, like stuck on from something else. Yeah, I agree. I do like just the style of it.
Yeah,
it needs like some other colors, some masking and some a white accent or something on that, right, to make it look like matching the rest of the kit a little better. I think.
Even if it was maybe like the kneecaps, where it's white with red trim or something.
Yeah. But very cool. Okay, let's see. All right, from 10 Plamo 1. There you go. A lot more little color apps on this. Kind of gives me a little bit of a Virtual On vibe.
Oh yeah, totally.
All the colors on it.
And a bit of a Matsumina face almost. I guess it's just got the bits going everywhere, and these things. Yeah,
the kind of wide, thin thing.
And like I think it's got like gold mouth things coming down the side or something.
Yeah. I don't know. All the colors everywhere. This again, like I was saying, this is what you can get with a lot of frame arms kits, where there's just the colors everywhere, but it kind of works better along some of these designs. If someone did like this on a Gundam kit, it would not work, I don't think.
Yeah.
But it kind of works with this design, don't you think so?
Yeah, it's not as bad as I would expect. Yeah, probably still a little bit too much for me. Maybe it just needed the torso, just needed a bit of a darker color on it, so there's like a big connection point in the middle. Or lighter color. Yeah. Oh gosh, it looks clean.
Yeah, totally. Yeah, and I mean, we'll see what we can see, but that does seem to be. I see so many more clean frame arms builds than weathered ones. You don't see weathered ones not near as often as with Gunpla. So I think maybe that's also why they're appealing for me. Well, you like clean stuff as well too, but
yeah, totally.
For my personal taste, I always like to see some cool, clean stuff. I like the little red accents on that. That's nice.
Yeah,
it's just filling in the little details there,
like a little chisel detail.
And it looks like that's like clear black part on the back of the arms there.
I think it's reflecting. I think it's a silver and it's reflecting something else, because on the back of the other arm it's all silver. So I think it's just happens to be reflecting maybe the person's black t-shirt or something. That's weird.
Or the other one looks silver because it's reflecting the white.
Maybe.
I think maybe the case.
Yeah, it looks like somebody's got a Sharpie that was wearing out and kind of colored over the top of it.
Yeah, I see what you mean. Let's see if we can see in a different picture. I'm trying to remember which particular kit that arm is from, too, if it has a clear part on the back of the arm or not. But that seems very possible.
Gosh, that's a cool photo, cool pose.
Nice how he got the eye to glow a little bit. I wonder if he's using one of those, like a UV light.
Well, it looks like it's glowing down onto the faceplate. So I don't know unless he's put a LED in there or something. Looks a little bit like it, or unless this is done in post. But yeah.
Yeah, I wonder. Let's see if we can see in this first photo. Yeah, because it doesn't have that here, as far as we can tell. It could be just really bright UV reactive paint, because I've seen that some other builders using that recently on some of the different kits. There's one builder that I've been loving his builds he's been doing recently, some really cool builds of like a 30 minutes missions kits and using some of that kind of UV reactive paint. And it's really super bright when you light it up. like that. So
And I guess you could have a pinpoint UV torch so that it just gets the face.
It could be, yeah. And it's one of those that doesn't shine with purple light, so it doesn't make everything look purple.
Yeah.
It's like invisible to the eye, or white light, or whatever, I guess. But it lights up the UV reactive paint like that. Would be my guess, but I don't know. It's kind of hard to tell. Maybe there's some light in there or something.
Do you think all the peg holes on the legs and stuff, do you think you'd want to fill those in? Does that make it look a little bit toyish?
Yes, I don't know. Yeah, it's hard to say. I mean, I don't know. I think it fits with the design well enough. That's it. Would it look better if they were filled in? Probably, but it doesn't. In this one, it doesn't bother me that much. And sometimes it does when there's a ton. But these one, I think, because they're spaced out like that, it doesn't look that weird. It bothers you more?
Maybe because I come from like Transformer toy thing, so that just means that's where the gun is. And some of the cheaper toys have just holes everywhere because kids want to put guns everywhere. And I feel like I'd want to fill that in. Yeah. But it's a different aesthetic, I guess, because I'm not into frame arms. Yeah.
Right. Yeah.
It looks really nice in that pose photo. Yeah.
Yeah, the gun looks really cool. Especially, it's giving me kind of like I think the gun and maybe a little bit the head design reminds me of the wound wart, right?
Oh, total wound wart, of course.
Yeah. The kind of long shape of the gun, kind of like attached onto the side of the arm, having like this big part going behind it.
Yeah.
And it's got that same like kind of big part on the top of the head, like the wound wart. Just needs some thicker thighs and like tiny little feet.
Teeny tiny feet. Yeah. Now, I got to remember, if I saw this in person, this would be a lot better. I'm a bit photo judgmental. In person, this would be really impressive. Yeah.
Yeah. I mean, the weapon's really cool. I'm trying to figure out what it is. It's a mix of different parts. Kind of hard to tell exactly. And I think some of it might just be scratch built as well too. It looks like, or I don't know. Yeah, it looks cool though. I like that.
Okay, that's a thumbs up.
Okay, you like that one?
Oh man,
here's one.
About to go down.
Yeah, I don't know about this one. Let's see, who's this by? Happy Masutani.
Oh, it's just Happy. No, I can't do that. That's mean.
Yeah, it reminds me of something from Super Robot Wars. It's got that really over the top scheme. It's a little bit much. I mean, sometimes I can see some frame arms stuff that they're just packed with all sorts of parts, and it looks good. But in this case, I don't know. I don't think so.
Whoa. I mean, Gatling gun. Oh man, yes, great. I mean, everybody should have fun. Go for it, please.
That's gigantic.
Wow.
Also, it just kind of looks, and it's kind of hard to tell because of the photos, but it looks maybe like painted with like spray can paint. It just kind of has that look to it.
Oh, those are some. Oh, I found some Gundam parts. Look out! It's a bit of the FAS or full armor kneecap kind of bits on the knees.
Oh yeah. It looks like that.
Because the legs made me feel like that when I saw it. But
yeah, with like the layers stacked on the side, right?
Yeah.
And certainly reminds me of something from Super Robot Wars or something where they just got the big, huge, crazy designs.
They just like chuck a magnet core in the middle of a space station, and all the armor just flies to the core and piles up, and then it just powers on.
Yeah. I don't know though. I feel like with maybe a little bit different color scheme and a little bit different posing, it could look kind of cool.
Oh yeah. The colors. I think the colors is where it's fallen down. Yeah. Good color scheme would be nice.
Yeah, because that's not necessarily my particular taste. That aesthetic of like the big, massive thing with all the stuff on it, but I think everything goes together like shape wise well enough that
it looks like it's that thing where like before they primed it, that's what it looks like, and we're doing that thing where we're like, oh okay, I think it'll be okay. That's what it feels like.
Yeah, I think depending on the colors and depending on the pose, I think I'd like this a lot more than what I do now. But interesting. Here's a pretty wild one.
Wow.
By Rua. Very Armored Core feeling.
Yeah.
This one. And where's the head even? There he is in there.
Oh, there he is. Yep. Man. Whenever I show people who don't know Gundam the Kshatriya, and they're just like, "What? I don't know." And I'm like, "There's the head," and they go, "Oh, okay, yeah."
Yeah.
It's so tiny.
Mm-hmm. Speaking of Kshatriya, we might see some of those parts in here.
Oh yeah.
From one of the frame arms kits that has some parts that look very much like a Kshatriya parts.
Oh really? Oh, okay.
Yeah, definitely reminds me of Armored Core. This person must be an Armored Core fan, I would imagine.
Yeah. I really like the red with all the gray on the inside. The red's really nice, really rich and dark.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, it is an interesting color.
Mm.
It's got a little bit of weathering on there, looks like, but not so much on these parts down at the bottom. So that's kind of weird.
Yeah, maybe they're not done yet. Yeah.
Possibly, or they're for some reason meant to look like they're added on separately or something for some reason.
Okay.
I don't know, just guessing, but
yeah, totally.
a bit weird. Yeah. I want to say you may be right in that it might not be done, because I think those parts are from a new kit in the line that's just recently come out. I think that's red colored like that, so maybe he just kind of stuck them on there and is not painted those. Maybe like he did the rest of the kit already first, and then he wanted to add some new parts onto there from a new release, and hasn't painted them to match yet. Could be that kind of thing. The painting on the blades looks kind of cool. Especially with there being so much of them.
Yeah, so many of them. Yeah, I have to tone down my eyes just getting lost in it all.
Yeah. Yeah, a lot going on there.
Yeah.
All right, let's see. Here's a Jinrai. Also, I think maybe looks mostly kind of unpainted, possibly, or very simply painted. Not one of my favorite
angular.
designs.
That's cool. Yeah. So angular. It's just like everything is cubed.
Yeah. Right.
Wow.
Mm-hmm. Which is odd. I always thought that this design was odd because it's this particular build is not so much, but the Jinrai in general, like the weapons that come with it, it's kind of very like ninja themed. Like it comes like ninja weapons basically, but the design is very blocky. It's kind of a weird aesthetic for that. But let's move on here. Let's see what I just here's some other more interesting ones. So let's just check out a couple of these here real quick. Oof, that's odd.
They got you with the thumbnail kind of cropping.
Yeah. The thumbnail, it's just the top half where it's like, okay, it's the sniper version of the Type 48 and some weird like post effects. Like you went to like one of those like Japanese like sticker books, you know? Where you like send the photo like from your mobile phone and you can add all sorts of effects and stuff to it. One of those. And here's another base lard. Every time I see this combination of like dark blue and like this color of blue, I don't really like it.
Yeah.
That kind of like blue gray.
That's like Lightning Gundam, hey?
Yeah.
Because I love the Lightning Gundam design, but the colors I don't like as much.
Yep.
It's got yellow and red in there as well. No, you're right. It feels like the blue is incorrect or something, the pale blue.
That's for everyone's reference. Yeah, very similar.
Yeah.
Just just looks like such a dead, boring color.
Yep.
I don't know.
Yep. Yeah, you're right.
But yeah, shame. It's interesting with like the bits flying.
Oh yeah.
There, it's kind of cool. Where are those attached? I'm guessing those like are attached onto
on the butt.
Yeah, back there. Yeah, that's kind of weird. Yeah. I at first my first thought was like, oh, did those come off the feet? Because I noticed already the blades on the feet earlier. So that would have been cool.
Yeah.
They came off the feet.
And he could like in the moment he'd like time to kick it into gear, and then he kicks, and then it flicks him.
Ooh,
that's
and
like
they
his
fly
line.
off.
Yeah, that's it. Yeah.
Yeah. All right.
Oh, I
Here's
like these. This is okay. Here we go. I mean, it's just
Gecko.
advanced data kind of colors, but yeah.
Yeah. Yep. Totally.
Hey,
Yeah. Certainly got some advanced Zeta styling here with this one.
Zach, I'm recognizing torsos. This torso was from one of the first ones we looked at.
Yep.
Look at that.
The base lard, very common torso, and there's a few different variants of it out there. So it's the one we'll probably see a lot of.
Does it look like the Barzam torso? I don't remember something. No, not totally. Barzam's got a little bit of pointy stuff. Anyway.
Similar kind of shape. Yeah.
I think similar sort of forms, yeah. Wow.
Oh.
Cool. Oh, man, that back view. Look at that. Cool.
Love that top half.
Yeah. So nice.
On the back of the legs, that's weird. I'm not sure. I like that.
It got a little bit too much with all the yellow. You know, like when I don't know if you had this when you were a kid and you'd like have a toy or whatever, and you get like some paint marker and you go, okay, I'll do a little bit here, and then you go, oh, I'll do here, and then you go, no, I've done everywhere. And
yeah. That kind of thing. Like this on its own, I think looks cool. If that was, on somewhere else or something, I don't know, just this particular spot for that. It's kind of strange.
Wow, man, good old complementary colors. It just works.
Super clean and great. Just like proportionally, one thing that I don't like about this particular design is like when you add these parts added onto the lower leg really bulk out the legs, and then you have this like tiny arms and upper body with like these kind of, the balance is very strange. Like very thin and then big legs and then very thin feet. Yeah.
If the hips joined a little bit higher, I know a lot of people like customizing and extending the torso, but if the hips joined a little higher, that might balance it out a bit. Yeah.
Less of a gap there in the midsection.
Yeah.
Yeah, possibly, yeah. But yeah, the yellow rings around like the very rich black center look really nice. Especially there on the back, yeah. And pretty minimal decals on this. That's also kind of advanced Zeta, though. I mean, like when you see a lot of like the official advanced Zeta designs, they're usually pretty low in the actual decals. They're not like Kotoki style decals everywhere. I wonder how I painted that green. Sort of like must just be like fluorescent.
It must be fluoro, yeah.
Fluorescent green on top of just white or something.
Yeah, okay. Yeah, that'd get it that bright.
No advanced Zeta decals though. I mean, come on, throw it on there.
That's a nice one. Cool.
Even the feet remind me of the ammo cartridges of the Hazel's beam rifle.
Yeah.
Like the yellow kind of L-shaped parts on there.
Yeah.
Remind me of that. All right, here you go. Konfoko. Look at this weird guy.
This is nice.
Yeah.
This is really nice. Wow. Oh, there's polycaps in the crotch.
But they're painted instead of being unpainted. So, I mean,
exactly.
There you go. Yep. If you're gonna have exposed polycaps, painted like that. So yeah, it's still kind of a shame. I think a piece to cover that up would have been nice there on the front section there. Look at the hammer. What the? Oh, right.
Yes, that's great.
I love this knee. That's cool with the folded up little subarm there for the knee.
What is it? Is it the Zaku sniper or something with little fold out bits for the knee?
Yeah.
So good. So utilitarian.
Like that. Yep.
Man.
And on the side of the leg, I'm guessing that's meant to look like a little kind of like spotlight for working at night or whatever. Oh, yeah.
Yeah. When he's hammering in that nail. Like $75 million mech and then just tink, tink.
Yeah. Man, the yellow is so nice. Kind of orange yellow color. With the white accents. And I love the gray too. And like you look on here on this ankle armor, like the inside of that is gray right along there.
Yeah.
That looks so nice.
I never would have thought to do that. That's really nice.
I mean, you just pen align it with gray because you can see like everything else is pen aligned with gray, but to leave all that inside of there all gray like that, that looks great. Such a minor little thing, but it looks so nice. Yeah. Of course, the caution striping looks really nice.
Yeah.
on there
It's
as well too.
everything's so tastefully placed. Nothing's too over the top.
Very clean. So
Wow.
too.
Oh, and the big red sticker on the left shoulder. That's nice. The big circle. Yeah.
The lights over here end up looking a little bit like Lego pieces or something stuck onto there.
Yeah, totally.
Also, the decal on the top of the head, it kind of bothers me that doesn't quite fit the width of that.
Yep.
I always love those decals, and I'm always tempted to use it, but if it doesn't exactly fit the space, then just no, I'm not going to use it.
Yeah, no way. No.
So those end up hardly ever getting used, but if you can get it to fit, then that's nice. All right, so as for the rest of it, on this kind of train track thing here, carrying some container or something, let's see. So it's like transforms kind of into two separate things.
It looks like it's a bit of like a engine and caboose sort of thing in it. Oh no, wait, that's two different. Oh, I see. Yeah, okay.
This is the legs.
Those are the legs. Yeah. With a little grabby bit.
The top half with the kind of container, the head and the arms.
Huh.
Oh, that's creative.
Yeah.
There you go.
Oh, there I go.
Yeah, why does it have a hammer? So weird. Like you were saying, the rest of it seems like so like well thought out, really interesting. And like, why would you give it such a goofy thing like that?
They must know it's goofy and silly.
The top part, I was trying to figure out on the top of the head why it looks like that. When we're looking at the first one, I just thought, okay, it's kind of a weird thing. I don't really get it. But no, it's the top of trains have that. You know what I mean?
Oh, as in like picking up electricity.
Yeah.
I saw that, and I'm like, when it was sideways, when it's in transform mode, I'm like, oh, that looks like a dodgem car or bumper car, but it's not. It's trains. You're right. Yeah. Cool.
Yeah, that works with the whole train thing, right? Yeah.
Yeah.
I was looking at that thinking like, oh, it's just like a sort of bumper armor kind of thing, right?
Or like a tall geese sort of crest thing. Yeah. Man, interesting. Little cues like that imply that you don't know why it's there, but you feel like there's a reason, and then it just makes it feel real.
Yeah. Man, I can't get over how nice that yellow is, though.
What is it? It's a warm yellow, and it's a bit of a warm gray.
Yeah. It's very. I mean, like, because you can see how orange it is by the shadows. How much more orange it looks in the shadows there. I don't know. Yeah, it's either custom mixed or it may be like one of like the Virtualon or like Gaia colors or something. They've got a bunch of cool colors like that. I mean, cool as in not temperature wise.
Yes. It's a warm orange, Zach. Jeez.
Yeah. Excuse me. Yeah. Sorry. All right. Here's something entirely different, and look how different in comparison.
Wow. Oh man, it's a Bayformer. Cool.
My first thought was like some sort of like I don't know, robot police. I guess not like chippy, not necessarily quite like that. A little bit more sci-fi. But yeah, Bayformer, yeah, that too, with all the details everywhere.
In like the pecs, yeah. Wow.
See, these are the kind of frame arms builds that blow my mind because nothing of this is like all from one kit. This is just really a match. Every single piece is like from something else, so it's like entirely just made up of scrap pieces, essentially.
Wow. Little baby feet.
Yeah. I mean, like, in general, like the proportions and the aesthetic is not really to my taste, but like just looking at it up close, there's so much interesting to see there.
And I mean, even though the proportions not to my taste, it does feel balanced. It feels like this could exist. Yeah. Like a bit gorilla-ish. Yeah. Wow. And for all the bits and bobs and color everywhere, it doesn't seem as exploded color scheme as it could have.
Yeah. Yeah, that red looks really nice on that blade. That almost looks like it's not painted, but just like a sticker or something. like one of those. What's that like? What's it called anyway? Film.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, on there. Really interesting use of parts. I love this with like the little white bars stuck on there.
I have no idea what those are. And on the knees?
On the front of the legs as well too. I don't know, on the side of the arms. I don't know what that's supposed to be, but it looks cool.
Again, like what I said before, you don't know what it is, but you feel like there's some purpose, so you go, cool. Yeah, wow. Yeah. Like those could be like little explosives that they just pull off and chuck or something. I don't know.
Yeah, right. Like some futuristic sort of like a flashbang grenade or something, right?
Yeah.
You know? Yeah, I don't know. Or if it's just meant to just be kind of armor or whatever. I don't know. Yeah.
It could have been, again, the builder could have put a lot of more red details all over this. There's none on the torso. And they could have easily put some in there. I like that they didn't.
Yeah.
That's cool.
Yeah. Yeah, the layout of the colors is nicely balanced. Here's a couple more. You got like the magazine there on the side of the arm.
Yes.
This looks so well thought out, right?
Yeah.
Cool.
Look at the orange triangle thing inside of the thigh. Wow.
Yeah. That looks cool. Sort of, I guess that's supposed to like matching here up in the chest. It's got that as well too. Sort of like a kind of heat exhaust or something like that, basically, maybe. And the little yellow or the little red lines on there, just like you're saying.
Yeah, really good.
Meant to look like something that's actually in use. Like it's not
doing
just there
something
to look, right? You know, part of the leg mechanics there. Yeah. Looks very cool. Interesting. Yeah, at first glance, I would not have liked this, but the details are great.
Oh man,
he didn't even use this. He made this whole other gun that's just like stuck up there on the top, not even used.
Yes.
Which looks kind of interesting, just based on the handle of that, like a just grenade launcher or something.
Oh yeah, the zoom zoom.
Yeah, totally. Cool.
What do you reckon if there was an extra color, like a pale purple, just one spot or something? Or do you think it's good without it? Yeah.
Too much
the
of it,
eternal question.
Not, but yeah.
Like just a little bit of a purple stripy thing down here on the shoulders.
Yeah, totally. Yeah.
It's like a cherry on top. Yeah. Man, good one. Yep, like that one for me too, Zach.
I'm gonna
double like
that because I want to actually look at that some more again later. So I'm gonna.
They're like, Zach retweeted me. You're like, dude, settle down. It's just so I could look at it again later. It's not actually retweeting.
It's for my own reference. 90 cut. Here's another one that looks very Super Robot Wars. Yeah, it's design. Man, I don't even know what frame arms kit. A lot of look. It's very unrecognizable for me. I don't know what this kit's based off of. I don't know. Let me check the description for this because this one's very unrecognizable. Congratulations on holding the competition. RC, it was developed as a machine focusing on close quarter. Not very helpful. Anyway.
All made armor? What does that mean? I guess we'll probably never know.
This one.
Frame arms equipped with all made armor? All made. Yeah. I was wondering if they were meaning like they made it themselves, but I don't think so.
Well, I think what it is because you mentioned and the weapons on the frame architect. So I think the architect is just the base frame, basically.
Yeah.
And so maybe that's why I'm not recognizing this as a kit. It's just he just had the frame and everything on it is just stuff that he added.
Okay.
So it's all parts of just other stuff. There's not one single kit that was like the basis for this. So wherever all the parts are from, I don't know. I can't tell. I'm not familiar with that. None of those parts look recognizable at all.
Yeah. Looks like such an old school kit / design.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
It is because the details, right? It doesn't have a lot of like
Mm.
the little details like we've seen on a lot of these. The details kind of like totally different. Seems like it looks like an HG. Okay, right?
Yeah, yeah.
Has that look. Like this is just like a Bandai HG. That's kind of what it looks like. Nicely painted. I mean, because you have all these little bits of gray that you can tell are like masked and painted in. But like you can imagine this as just like a straight out the box, like the kit wouldn't have those painted, right?
Yeah, yeah. Oh man,
just as like a simple HG.
that disappointment as a kid when you open it up and you go, "Oh, what? Oh."
And what is this? Look at that faking holding
No,
the
faking it. Yes.
where's the other hand? Why wouldn't you just
maybe it didn't come with one. I don't know.
No, it totally does because I'm
Totally
sure
does.
it's got the set for both the left and the right. He's got the
No.
right one there. Where's the left one?
Yeah.
He
They
didn't
lost
paint
the
it.
fist and they didn't want us to notice. He didn't paint it. Yes.
Yeah. Because everything else has just got the closed fist on there. So
Yeah.
it's got kind of like the whole Ultron Shenlong kind of thing with like these
Sure.
dragon heads like kind of stored up there on the arms and they extend out like that. That's cool. Interesting. Yeah, I don't know. Let's see if anyone. I wonder if anyone in the chat knows, but yeah, that's kind of stumping me as to where those parts are from. It must be from Super Robot Wars or something. That's why I can't pick it out. But dang. All right. Here's
Here we go.
another base lard kit.
Yeah.
Here, like I said, I'm sure we'll be seeing a lot of them. So you'll recognize some familiar parts there, I'm sure.
Yep. So there's only one frame arms kit called the base lot. Is that right?
There's a couple of different variants.
No,
of it,
I'm trying to tease frame arms. Like just saying there's only one kit. There's a base lot. Yeah.
Yes. Kind of the sword there reminds me of the Double Aquanta.
Totally. Yeah. Kind of similar colors as well, except for just missing red.
Yeah. If it was painted in like the same kind of color placement and everything as like Double Aquanta, it would the whole thing would look a lot more like it too. So he's got pieces like to fill in some of the holes on here.
He heard me talking about it. Yep.
With different armor pieces there basically stuck onto there in different bits, except for the side of the arm. And like this fin on the backpack on this part doesn't have this little fin off the side of it, so that's also added.
That looks added, yeah.
Naturally. But this kind of bits here on the side of the foot kind of remind me of the Cassie, right? Has that.
Oh, totally. It does too. Yeah.
On the side of the legs there. Here from the back. Kind of cool stuff going on there on the back. Yeah, like that.
Yeah, back's not bad. The yellow's a pretty cool yellow. And it almost clashes too much with the blue.
Yeah. I think the more kind of usual, a little bit slightly orangey yellow would have looked nice. But yeah, it does have a slightly almost greenish tone, very slightly to the yellow.
Yeah.
Kind of a little bit, right? That could be from the kit being primed in gray.
Yeah, sure.
Trying to spray yellow over gray primer is really hard to get it to look good. Especially if it's just pure yellow like this. I'm guessing that's probably what it is.
Yeah, you have to do so many coats, hey?
It's much easier to get that yellow-orange to look good over that if it's just pure yellow. It's tricky. Super dark frame though. Is it too dark for you?
Of course. I didn't even notice. Really dark. Yeah. That's probably why I'm not enjoying it as much, because it's so piecey. Yeah.
Yeah, it's not as noticeable depending on the photo, depending on the angle, but it is very contrasty with that really dark frame. Interesting. The parts that on the top of the head, I mean, just make the head look huge.
So big, yeah. It's reminding me of some character from some movie or some old Disney movie or something. I can't remember.
Yep, yep. Some big massive ears, something on the top of the head.
Something, yeah. Oh,
here's another construction bot. It's kind of Transformers kind of vibe today.
It is Transformer, yeah.
Mhm.
Wow. That's an
Yeah.
orange, yellow orange. Yeah. That's just an orange, I guess.
Yeah. Like a backhoe hand bulldozer
Whoa.
hand. That's crazy. Sort of weird to see this mech, which seems like it's just like for construction, right? But then like doing kind of like fighting pose, right?
Yeah.
It's weird.
Yeah. Like a District 9, like it is for actually for construction, then you get in the mech and then you can fight with it.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, another one of those where the details on it look really interesting. All these little bits.
Yeah.
What are those for? But they look they're for something. And he's got the thing going on here too, like the just bars, just little, what would you call it?
Ingots.
What?
Ingot is like I think it's like a block of gold or something like that. Yeah. So those big long bars. Yeah.
What do you call that kind of shape? I don't know.
Yeah, I don't know. A bar is pretty good. Yeah,
I guess so.
yeah.
And then the round bars as well too. I wonder how that's made. If that's just formed pieces of runner or something. Yeah.
That's got to be from something, because that's really, I'm guessing that'd be hard to heat
so
and
thick.
bend.
Yeah,
heat and bend and not have it kink and have it be even. Yeah.
Or even it's just separate pieces of tube or plot plate pipe. And then just, putty or whatever to fill in the corners, right? So
yeah, maybe
much more kind of difficult process, I imagine, than bending pieces. But because of the size and the shape of it, it does kind of look like it's too big to just be bent rod.
And the exhaust, I'm guessing then it's a petrol engine or something, maybe, or diesel.
Right.
Yeah, because I'm like, sweet exhaust, and I'm like, wait a sec. Yeah, cool.
But yeah, the engine on the back there, that's cool.
Yeah, like
it looks too clean though compared to the rest of it, right?
It does, yeah.
Needs a little bit more something going on there to dirty that up a little bit. You got the hoses going to the shovel hands there. Very cool.
Fluid stuff. Yep.
Yeah. Interesting.
Even the paint on the tires looks nice in that photo.
Actually, those bar parts, those might be from some Hexagear kit, because there's a lot of Hexagear kits that use those type of parts. Actually, now that I'm thinking about it, yeah, very possible.
Yeah, and again, I think this is fantastic. To set it off, like one of the arm bits needed to be white or something like that. Something, just one sort of thing. Yeah. Yeah. Wow. Oh, that shot's so cool.
Yeah, or just like because of that, it's like a piece of machinery. If you had like on this back part, there's not really a good photo showing that, but like this big flat piece on the back there, you had like a big logo or something printed on there, like a white or something. Considering it's like a construction piece, you imagine like the construction company's logo or number or something on there. Something like that.
Oh, that's fantastic. Well, I think we're at over 50% success rate, Zach, so far. So
very creative. This part here on the feet though makes it look like it's booted, right? He's got the boot on
like it's what?
Booted. You know what I'm talking about?
No, what's
that American thing where they put on the car wheel.
Oh, the thing so you can't drive it away.
Yeah.
Yeah, I know what you mean. Yeah, it does look like that. Yeah.
So you got he's like parked in the wrong place for too long or something.
He's like, I can't move, but I'm ready to fight still.
This is pretty wild. Look at the colors on this guy from SAT, but not the Gunpla Builder SAT.
Man.
Different SAT. But look at that. It hurts to look at.
What?
Need some sunglasses to look at this kid. Yikes.
What?
I it's so hard to look at. I love it in a way.
It's yeah. But it's very hard. Oh my gosh.
It's crazy. That's,
Oh my gosh. Wow.
and the balls to make something like that.
Yes. Holy moly.
Yeah, very bold. The the gradient is
Oh
wild.
gosh. Yeah, no, that's terrible.
Mm-hmm. It's brilliant.
It's like mixing gradient between like happiness and pure sadness. How can they just like meet in the middle? Ugh.
But like it's got all just the right amount of colors in there to be right. Like if it didn't have the pink, if that was like just gray or something, and it was like mostly just purple with green accents, it wouldn't be as nice. But and like the same like with all the other colors as well too.
Yeah, those armor panels on the outside, like the cage, that bronzy maroon with the pale green. Wow.
And look at this, dude. The frame is like metallic green. I didn't notice that at first.
Yeah. Jeez.
The gradient for the V thin there as well too, going from like red to nice. Like kind of like reddish orange to pink to yellow.
Pink. Yeah.
Whoa. And then the pure white gives it kind of like a skull kind of look.
Right? It does too. Yeah. Jeez.
Hey, you gotta give it up to him for pulling off something as crazy as that, as well as he did.
Yeah. Oh, Simon's in the chat. Hey, Simon.
Hey. How's it going, that's Josh? How's it going, Josh?
Good. Yeah.
Simon, I was reading that at the same time he was saying something to you. Yeah, the base is crazy. It reminds me of the G Gundam, like flower. The base that they come after they go to Earth.
And
they come out of. Reminds me of that. Kind of like a flower bud kind of thing that they come out of. Reminds me of that, but yeah, that pale green. It's like that's also kind of metallic.
It's metallic, it's really metallic, yeah.
And that dark purplish red. Wow.
It's like you've had a photo and then you inverted it in Photoshop.
Yeah, totally. Mm-hmm. I wonder how this would look inverted. If it would just look totally normal and boring.
Totally normal. Man, can you do it quickly and easily? Do you have Photoshop?
Yeah, I can.
Like just screenshot or something? I don't know.
Yeah. Hang on. I will.
I feel like we've almost done this one time before. Yeah.
Possibly. Or like, you did on your. I think it was like on your phone or something.
Oh yeah, I must have sent it back through. Yeah. Mm-hmm.
Yeah. But man,
it'll be worth it.
Let's see. I just want to see if like this is something that he always paints like that.
Yeah.
Well, I mean, based on that banner image, kind of looks like that. He's one of those.
He's one of these.
Oh, look. It's inverted. That's totally got to be an inverted image of
That's
this.
Inverted. Yeah.
Here's his build, which is pretty crazy colors. Anyway,
we're on to him.
Pretty awesome. That custom painted face. That's pretty wild. And inverted. Or it's not even inverted because the background would be black. It's just like altered.
What color is the sword in the real photo?
Blue.
No, it's not. It looks like he selected some colors and inverted those, but not all of it. Yeah. Yes, we now spent half an hour working out how he inverted this.
All right, let me open this. I'll show you.
Oh yeah, cool.
How the other one looks inverted.
It's probably going to look as equally insane on the eyes.
Yeah, it does. There you go.
Oh, geez.
Wow, yeah.
That's interesting. The bits on the shoulders, that pale blue into pink looks nice. And I like the purple shield bits with the pale bluey green. But then the body looks terrible. That kind of brown.
Yeah. That brown doesn't work at all.
Okay, that's one.
All right, let me pull this back up. Yeah, let's see. Just want to see a little bit more of his work here, but that's a pretty wild one. Looks like mostly just this that he's been working on. Oh, kind of made his own box art of that. There you go.
Cool.
That's cool. Yeah. Nice though. I like that.
Wow, that's cool.
Oops.
Again, that'd be great in person.
Mm-hmm.
Oh man.
Ah, yeah.
Ooh, okay. Here's some color scheme.
Yeah. The cloth looks so good on this.
What? Again, why do they ever have cloth? But when it's done well, it's great.
Man.
Whoa, what?
It looks so good, right?
Hell yeah. Holy crap.
That's got to be just a formed plot plate. Just painted.
I think so, yeah.
I think it's just melted and
wow.
Plot plate.
Wow.
The bunny ears on it are super cool.
yeah.
I don't like the kind of dark metallic green kind of blade things on the back. Kind of. I love all the bright colors, and then you have that kind of weird dark metallic. It's kind of odd. Even the base is cool. How's that made? Maybe 3D printed?
For a second, it looked like early Windows 3D text art. Remember when you'd make it 3D? Yeah.
Yeah. I know what you mean. Mm-hmm.
Wow.
Jeez. It looks probably that it's 3D printed, I guess, but big massive sword there. That looks
are you recognizing? Cool. Is this like a base kit or is this just mega custom?
Yeah, it's customized a lot.
Okay, yeah.
Let me see. Yeah, I don't know. Not a lot really easily recognizable to me. Like the head is the stylet head, basically. I think. But yeah, there's a lot changed.
Wow. And it's interesting that the base green is a very teal green, a very blue green, and then the highlights is a very yellow lime green.
Yeah.
It's like on the precipice where it might not work.
Yeah. It's one of those. You see that sometimes where like the colors you would think they wouldn't go together, but they managed to pull it off. Somehow it looks fine.
Yeah.
But yeah, you're right. It's right there on the edge. If it was too much more, it would have worked. But yeah, it's a very like cool pale green with that very bright yellow green. Yeah.
Gosh. Oh, it's so dramatic, that scarf. That's ridiculous. It's great.
Yeah.
Wow.
Without that, I mean, it would be cool without that. But it adds so much to that.
Oh man, just the color. Oh, look at that! Wow.
Yeah, I wonder. Yeah, I wonder what that's made of. I'm gonna guess it's plot plate, but you can kind of see like over here, it's like kind of like a rough bit there, kind of at the bend. So maybe it's just like two pieces that he joined together there.
Yeah,
like
maybe
glued and then put some putty on there to hold them together a little bit or something. But
wow.
I wonder what if the color scheme, it almost looks like maybe the color scheme is based off of something. Like there's some particular character or something like that from an anime or something that, not to take away from his color creativity, but I kind of got the feeling that it's maybe based off something. I have no idea. The decals are really cool. I like just these kind of.
Yeah, and that like icon on the button armor theme. Wow.
Very cool, massive sword there as well too.
Yeah. Gee.
With the sword blade that goes all the way down, covering the handle as well too.
Yes, cool.
Those are nice. That's a really interesting one.
Oh,
cloth.
Man.
Let's see if we can get any info out of that. Or let's see, I imagine the wind and wyvern. Okay, yeah, kind of dragon theme, right? Yeah.
Yep.
Beetle elements were a little bit like a heroic aircraft. I guess that means like the parts on the back, kind of.
Oh yeah.
It's kind of like beetle shell, kind of dark metallic, right?
Mm-hmm.
Let's check. Let's see what else Sarah has. If he has some work in progress images on that, probably buried.
Yeah, I'm sure.
With luck, there might be something recent, though maybe not. Yeah.
I'll get that Gundam crap out of here.
Yeah, come on. It's not a Gundam. It's not a Gunpla episode.
No.
Come on. Although, looks like some cool scribing work there on the display. Here's a couple other random examples.
Yep.
Is he the guy that was one of the GBWC winners? This was one of the GBWC finalists in Japan, I think. This Double X.
I can't remember.
I'm pretty sure. It looks so familiar. I'm pretty sure this is one of the finalists. In Japan, anyway. So there it is without the scarf. And it looks cool. The face looks cool like that without that, but.
Gosh, it needs that extra dose of color. Hey, the red. Man.
Yeah. Super sharp, clean looking armor core there. That's, I don't know, a mix of other stuff, yeah, but unfortunately, no work in progress on that cloth. I'll have to ask. There's the sword. Let's see what that looks like.
We might be getting close to it.
Yeah, that's cool. The full blade. Yeah, there's that. So that looks like that's 3D printed. Yeah.
Oh, damn that. Look, it's so clean.
Wow. Oh, so he made a clear version of that as well, too.
Whoa.
So maybe you can swap out the parts, the metallic one and the clear one.
Wow.
That's cool. Nice. Oh, maybe he just has the design, so the entire thing is 3D printed. So he printed one for this Megami Device kit as well, too.
Yeah. So cheating. Gotcha. Yeah.
Nice.
Cheating again.
Maybe I'll have to send a message. Hey, can you print me one of those too?
Yeah.
Yeah, here it is with the stylet. Man, how great does that look?
Cool.
I love that.
Yeah, really.
That's a pretty much like straight out of the box build stylet there. Like no modification on that, but
and the backpack thing with the little mini jet on the back.
Yeah.
Okay, I mean, I'm so easily swayed. You just put Zeta plus sort of plain bits on the back of a mecha, and I love it. Okay, that's cool.
Yeah, it looks so nice. And then it's got the handle to be used as a gun too, of course, because why not?
Man. Hey, you guys, I'm making this big sword, but I can just make it a gun as well, like really easily if you want. Yeah.
Why not? Come on. Yeah. I'm sure this was that. I'm sure I've seen it before. I don't remember for sure if this was one of the GBWC finalists, but I think so. Yeah, because I remember using the these wings on there. It was really cool looking.
Wow. Oh, it's got good taste.
Some food, yeah.
Oh.
There's some other images, but where's the cloth? Now there it is.
That's the cloth. Okay,
there's getting there. Little photos.
Close up of the head.
Close up of the
is
foot.
I
think.
The foot?
Yeah.
Oh, it is.
The blade on the back, so just to show with the blade folded down.
Forward. Yes. They can shoot off in their spare heads. Gotcha.
Yeah.
Wow, without the scarf. Isn't that amazing? This looks great, but the scarf. What?
Still looks super cool.
It does, yeah.
Yeah. Come on, where's this? Come on, we're getting closer.
We're getting there. We're getting there.
It's got to be right there. Look at that. So it's not connected, the head part and the back parts. Interesting. So those are just connected up in like the backpack there, like kind of behind the arms. That's clever. Yeah, so you don't have to make it like all as one piece. Just make it as like 3 separate pieces there, basically. All right, come on now. Yes, pizza. We're all very hungry. Fine. No, where is it?
Oh, damn it. Okay, we're getting there. We're getting there,
It's
Zach.
painting the texture on that. It's kind of interesting. Yeah. There's it. There's primed.
I got to see one of these at least. Oh, yeah.
Very nice. More fried food. More fried food. Oh, there's before primer too.
What? Wow. Yep, I love it. I see this, and I'm just like, nah, chuck it in the bin. It's not working.
Yeah. Man, he pulled that off.
Wow.
You got to have vision. Or, maybe it's one of those cases where it might be helpful if you're colorblind.
Oh, yeah. Yep.
I actually worked to your advantage. Working on something like that. Man, I don't know. I think...
You might not get it.
I think we might not. But if we go back to that post where he was showing how it attaches, maybe he mentioned something about it. Let's just check real quick and then we'll give up. But where was that? Here. Let's see. Oh, this is this post.
Yeah, I think it was different photos. There you go. Come on.
There's no problem, even if the muffler base is not connected, like these two lids are prepared for it to... Okay, nonsense. I don't know. Unfortunately. But look how he used looks like photo etch parts to cover the hole on those parts.
Oh, wow.
That's interesting. So left the hole open, but covered it with photo etch parts like that on each side. That's interesting. Yeah. And the face looks so cool.
Yeah.
Really nice. And I think I said earlier that I thought it was the stylet face, but I'm not sure. I think it may be something different. I'm going to do one of these.
Yes, do it. Oh, could this be the first episode where we get like a live reply?
I can type. Well, he called it muffler, right?
Oh yeah, muffler. Yeah. Yes.
We'll see. I'll update you guys in the next episode on that. Look at this. Yes, from Arkstel. Look at that. Giant hands. I hate the spikes, but I love everything else.
The spikes I didn't even notice. Yeah.
Like
oh yeah, looks like they got like a cake decorator thing. It went bloop, 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 bloop.
Yeah, doesn't mesh with the design, I don't think. But
how mean is that? It looks like you got a cake decorator and bloop, 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 bloop. It just seems it's so mean. Instantly, like 5 seconds after we opened the tweet.
Yeah, that was your first thought when you saw that.
That's it, yeah.
Man, that's
cool.
That's wild. It's got that kind of like Metal Gear style. It looks like there should be like a little guy sitting up in there, like a Metal Gear cockpit in like the mouth. Like that. And I kind of, I don't know, like from this image, you can't like see the legs. So you don't know if it's got like legs or wheels or what's kind of going on with it. But I kind of like that actually seeing the legs like that make me kind of think like it's kind of weird.
Yeah, that doesn't work as well. Yeah.
They look like they're kind of like wheels that are like jet propelled kind of things. So like skates along on these kind of wheel feet or something, I guess. Maybe. Yeah, just as seeing it like as the top half, I don't know. Kind of looks a little bit like Votoms. You know how the Votoms sit down, like the legs fold back?
Oh no, I don't think I know that. A little bit of a squat.
Let's see if we can just see one here real quick. Yeah, they go like this. Like the legs fold back and then they come down for the pilot to get in and out, whatever. Like that.
Okay. Yeah.
Like that. So it kind of looks, sort of reminds me kind of that. Like it's just like the legs are folded back or something. But that red with like the little bit of like dry brushing around, and it always looks nice.
Yeah.
All that red.
Feels like it just needs maybe a couple little darker red sections just to break it up a tiny bit.
Or I was gonna say, like you've been saying before, a accent color of just like
Or,
a white
yep.
band accent or something on there, right?
Something like that. Yep.
It almost seems like too obvious, right? It's like I would want to put that on there, but I would think like,
yeah,
it's too obvious. I would want to do something more unique, but I mean, it works.
Yeah,
you know it's gonna work. You put it on there. So
yeah, I wonder what else you could do. I know what you mean with the too obvious. It's like everybody would think that.
Yeah. Yeah. Look at this.
What in the what?
That's a nightmare face.
Yes. Oh, hello,
awful.
good boy puppy. Oh man, he's just a dog.
Like
Come on, you like dogs?
I don't like that. I mean,
that's wow.
Super creative. It transforms, of course. Yeah, I mean, like that's fine, but
oh, it's sitting.
Oh
man. What do they say? Good art is meant to just cause a response or something. And man,
yeah,
this is good art.
Man,
this is good art, Zach. Yeah, I don't like looking at it.
That's. I mean, it's also creative. I guess that's there's parts for that, but not quite. I mean, it's kit bashed. Like the part on the top of the head, that's like an arm part from
yeah.
So I mean, it's another one of those cases where it's very interestingly made. I don't like it, but I can appreciate like how it's made. Is interesting to look at it up close just to see it in detail. Oof, but yeah, I don't want to look at that for too long, to be honest. Here you go.
Wow, cool.
Nobushi 4989 with a big bulky white boy.
Oh, that's what it is. I did not expect that.
Yeah. So that's a massive bulk on that. Yikes.
Jeez. Oh, I'm starting to recognize parts, Zach. Those little shoulder shields he's got. That was on our fluoro flower.
Oh, yeah, right.
Yeah, look out.
I wish the photos weren't so low quality. That's kind of a shame.
Oh,
interesting.
Cool. Defense mode. Sweet.
Yeah. Man. What is that?
Usually we just know Twitter for being really good for images, hey?
Yeah. That's kind of a shame to see, but I mean the weapons look really cool. For some like massive heavy weapons on there, especially this big giant cannon with these kind of like armor panels, like
armor panels, yeah.
Flash protectors there on the side, kind of.
I can't remember what the Tom Cruise movie where he was stuck on a planet. I think, with his wife, and they were looking after the planet. Anyway, the ship he was flying around in, Oblivion. Yeah, I just love the aesthetic of the ship with that white, the off-white, and all the white. Oh, it's so nice.
Yeah, definitely. As far as the movie goes, it's just it's a decent sci-fi movie.
Yeah.
But yeah, totally. Visually, it's amazing. The soundtrack also very good. It's by M83.
Oh, it is. Wow.
Yeah.
Cool.
I mean, it's cool to see something so overly bulky.
Super bulks.
Yeah.
I like. Yeah. Huh.
And the colors are nice.
Oh yeah, I'm not even noticing any complaints with the colors. They're really well done.
Except for these bits at the back kind of bother me. It's kind of like off a light gray. Like there's no
like
other of that color anywhere else. Like when you see, maybe it was on this one. I was noticing that especially. It's kind of odd for that to be a totally separate color.
Yeah.
Wow.
All
right, here we go. Uhead unit. The color is not working for me. Something about it.
Is it? Is it just that it's too olive of a tan color? There's a little bit too much green, I think, with it.
It all kind of melts together. It's sort of.
I guess mustard is the color, like a palish mustard. Yeah.
All that color is all just kind of melted together. I feel like if there was some more, like some of these little details painted in a little bit more weathering or something, for example.
Yeah, you're right. There's not much depth to it.
Yeah. There's a little bit of dry brushing around on like some of the edges or something. But if there was some more of that, just like help give some more definition to some of these parts.
Yeah, you're right. Yeah, it's pretty flat.
Especially like here, right? Because generally, I think is it maybe a few too many weapons for my personal taste. But I think overall, like the shapes and everything look pretty nice. Again, pretty bulky.
Yeah, I wonder what it would look like without those. Yeah, see, I like this a bit more without those big shoulder weapons. It lets you see the silhouette of it, and it's like a really pointy top and then really chunky. Like this shot here, the weapon's not as much on the back. I don't like. Yeah.
You're talking about these like smoke launchers here or something?
No, the big shoulder cannon things
over the top.
Yeah. Yeah, it's just missing those depths in the painting. Like even the butt canister thing, and then the side leg kind of armor gray bit. Not armor, but
it's kind of hard to tell
something else.
Where the back skirt part ends and the leg begins, right? Yeah.
Oh no, I was talking about the canister above, the round, almost like gas canister thing. I wish that had a couple different grays on it or something. It's just all one sort of color.
Yeah. Yeah, it's a cool design. I think it's just the paint.
And is this a pretty stock kit? This design?
No.
Oh, cool.
No. It's mostly, I think, like the Zenrai, I think, or Gorai or Zenrai. They're kind of related, but there's a lot of different stuff in there. Yeah. So it's a mix of a lot of stuff.
Okay, well that's done. That's well done in kit bash wise. Yeah.
Yeah. All right, let's check out a few more here. All brown there. Oh, look! I thought it was like supposed to be the head somewhere on the top of here. This whole thing is the head.
The whole thing's the head. Yeah.
Yeah. Okay. It's got a very big head on this one as well too.
Oh, he doesn't look happy.
Interesting.
Oh, is that some blue added in on the frame, like metallic-y blue?
Does kind of blue shine to it,
yeah.
Could be just whatever metallic color he used. Yeah, if it has some kind of a little bit of blue in it.
Oh, I didn't notice the skates. He's on skates.
Oh, how could you not? Yeah, I don't know about that. Another one where, like, overall, I think a lot of the design just like all works out pretty nicely. As much as I don't really like rollerblade feet.
Yeah.
This one also it's a lot of mix of a lot of different parts, but come together quite nicely.
Yeah.
Overall,
the little joint up where the top of the forearm, the bicep joins with the shoulder looks small.
Yeah,
that could have been filled in a little bit more.
Yeah. It's kind of a bit weird. Huh? So it's like he's got like this normal bicep armor, and then it should be like connected to the shoulder right at that point, but he added another little bit kind of in between that. It's kind of seems
to extend it. Yeah.
Didn't really need that extra bit in there to make the bicep extra long. And also, the all one color thing, it can look fine. I think it works well enough, but adding some other little bit, again, like you were saying, a little bit of a different color in there could have looked nice. You imagine this like a orange band or something on here, kind of like a pale orange.
Oh yeah, that'd be nice
color instead of a typical white, yellow orange kind of color. Here's one of the ones like I was talking
Cool.
about. I think this is the one the guys that I usually see doing like this, where it's completely unpainted, but he's just putting tons of parts together.
Huh.
It's just a mess of parts, but this end up looking kind of cool.
See, that surprisingly doesn't look as messy as I thought it would look. There's a lot on there, but man, maybe just because it's all in a gray sort of color.
Yeah.
Wow. I like those top shoulder cannon things. Man.
Up there. Yeah, interesting. Mm-hmm.
It feels like I haven't seen that form before. Yeah.
Yeah. Mm-hmm. Yeah.
They look like what's the old like side scrolling shooters like R-Type and stuff on Super Nintendo? It looks like some extra cannons that you'd get that fly next to your ship. Yeah.
Right. Yeah. Mm-hmm. Totally. Yeah, and because everything's just unpainted, I mean, so he has to use all parts that are in gray so that they'll all match up, but you can get all these different grays.
What?
But it's also just kind of interesting to see how it's just all parts of different kits, nothing that looks like scratch built or anything like that. And it's all just separate parts. Like these here, the guns with those bits opened up. That's super cool.
Yeah.
That's the legs of that are sticking out are bipod legs from like the end of a rifle. And this triangular piece is from that like a triangular missile pod, like on the first one that we saw that had the triangular missile pods up on top of it. That's a section of that. And like this main body of that is from a different gun. The back part of that's from I think like a bazooka option set. So it's all like
wow.
You can pick out like each part, but it's crazy. Just the creativity in your mind to be able to. I mean, you must have just like a massive part. You have to pick like, okay, I'll take this part from over here and this part from over here, and be able to make it into something cool.
Yeah, and have it all be gray. Like you're not allowed to grab red or blue parts.
Crazy. Yeah, I want to quick take a look at his. See if we can see some other stuff. Yeah, he does a lot of primarily frame arm stuff. See, here's another one. But I want to see one of his crazy built up ones. Like there you go.
Whoa. Yeah, that's nice. Man.
So I can't imagine. He must have like some sort of organizer, like it's like tower of like organized shelves with all these pieces and stuff in there that you can take from, or what, I don't know. But yeah, he's just always mixing and matching up something like that.
Yeah,
just having fun with it.
So this is one kit that he's just testing out stuff with. This is multiple kits.
It seems like it. Yeah, he's just constantly changing parts on it.
Wow.
Yeah, I would assume like from time to time he actually like finishes and paints stuff, but most of the time what I see is just unpainted stuff that he's just mixing parts and
just playing with it. That's cool.
Yeah. This one as well. This is all just unpainted stuff.
Huh. Yep.
Crazy.
Wow.
Yeah. So
yeah,
definitely check out his stuff. All right, let's look one more here for today. Some hex.
Oh, this is pretty good.
Interesting camo on there.
Yeah.
With the red weapon, that's interesting.
It's pushing the line. I don't know if it does push it over.
Yeah.
Oof. It's close.
There's some very questionable aspects, like the clear purple.
Oh yeah,
it's kind of odd. It's very wide.
Very wide, yeah.
Proportions are really weird. Super wide and kind of short as well too.
Yeah. From the back view, the backpack's super boxy as well.
Here, yeah.
Yeah.
The camo looks all right. Usually I'm not a big fan of pixel camo, but seems to be done pretty well in that it's not everywhere on the kit, just on certain areas.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, it's almost like pixel camo gradient, sort of.
Yeah. And the gradient, it looks nice on that.
Yeah, okay.
I like that the gun is a different, or gun or weapon, whatever, drill weapon is a different color. Yeah, I can get down with that, but yeah, more so the proportions look kind of weird. Reminds me of the Kotobukiya Fantasy Star Online kits.
Oh yeah.
I forget the name of the kit. These guys.
Oh yeah.
Really proportion to that.
Oh yeah, super wide.
Very wide and kind of like the chest kind of sticking out up there above like a small kind of head sunk in there. And kind of like short but stocky legs. Yeah.
Yeah, I like it. Yeah.
So what can you say about frame arms now?
Look, I think that was about a 75% success rate, so that was cool. I'm learning to appreciate.
Ooh, look at this, kind of like Advanced Zeta style rocket booster kind of thing.
Yep.
Ooh, that's nice. I like those
colors
on that.
That like almost yellow, warm white. Whoa.
Yeah. And this like little fat penguin thing, right?
Penguin, yes.
Yeah. Man, that's nice. I like that.
Yeah.
All right. Remove that from the screen.
Yep.
All right. Well,
it's gotten dark in here.
Check it out, guys.
Frame arms. I was telling you, you gotta can't knock them.
Yep, you told me.
That's it. Yeah.
You let me know. Change my mind on that. All right, guys.
Yeah, it was good fun.
That's it for today. A reminder to you guys, depending on where you are in the world, it's super late there in America. So I'm guessing probably most people watching now are not in America. But for me, later tonight, I'll be live again with Adam on the USA Gundam TV channel. There in the US, that'll be Friday morning for you guys, or wherever you are in the world. Do the math on that. But I'll be live once again tonight for the third time today.
Oh my gosh.
Building in the morning, here with you now in the afternoon, and then live with Adam tonight.
Oh man.
So, busy day today. But nice. So tune in, check that out. If you guys have not entered, we're giving away another kit, a master grade. Josh, you are eligible to win as well too. Leave a comment.
Okay.
On the USA Gundam Store Facebook page, Instagram page, and the USA Gundam TV YouTube channel community tab. There's a post there. Go and leave a question for our Q&A, and then you're entered to win the master grade Jim Sniper White Dingo version.
Oh, okay. Yeah. I might ask, when is the MG Kshatriya coming out?
Why not? Yeah, and we get all sorts of questions like that. So yeah, it wouldn't be too out of the ordinary.
Yes.
All right, guys. So yeah, tune into that later on. For now, thanks for hanging out.
Thanks, everybody. Good to have you.
See you later.
See you, Zach.